This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Watergate in about 3 minutes. Purchase copy used. There's no solo mode included. It's a game for 2 players, playing time is short, and it's a moderately complex game. It's the 1970s and Richard Nixon is cruising towards a landslide election win. But a break-in happens at the Watergate building, and something that starts off looking like a minor crime may end up going all the way to the top. Nixon wins if he manages to survive long enough to win 5 momentum markers. The journalists can't win with momentum. They win if they manage to link 2 face-up informants on the investigation board to Nixon using evidence. Nixon obviously wants to block this and tamper with the witnesses. Card management. Each player has their own set of cards that they will manage throughout the game. Network building. You'll place tiles onto the investigation board. Player turn. Set up the board between the players and place their momentum card down. Put the initiative card between the players facing the editor to start with. Put down the red momentum and white initiative markers on the 0. Each player then draws cards as shown on the initiative card. Nixon then draws 3 bits of evidence and looks at them. They're all placed on the 0 spot. Starting with the initiative player, you then alternate playing cards. Let's do a sample round. The editor plays this card, which has 2 yellow in its top left. They ask Nixon if any of the evidence tokens are yellow. One of them is both yellow and green, so Nixon flips it over and moves it 2 spaces towards the editor. Nixon plays this conspirator card for its special ability here. However, the editor plays a reaction card and cancels this effect and the conspirator. Nixon plays again, and it's not cancelled. The action resolves moving all evidence 1 space towards Nixon. The editor then plays this card for 3 yellow, moving the yellow evidence marker to the 4 spot, and Nixon replies by playing 4 blue. He flips over a blue evidence token and moves it 4 spaces. Any token that makes it to the 5 spot is claimed immediately. The editor then plays an event, removing the card from the game. The final 2 card plays are Nixon tampering with a witness and the editor securing one. These cards may only be played if the matching witness token isn't already on the board. One final note about card play. Instead of moving a token, you may split up your points and move the momentum or initiative markers. At the end of the round, any token or marker on your side of the board go to you. This may change who has initiative, and it's how you win momentum. Then you place your evidence markers. Nixon places them face down and the editor face up, but they both must go in the matching color areas. Why would you like this game? There's something about a historic game that grounds itself in well-documented material and then gamifies it that really appeals to me. Normally, this is almost entirely something that happens in wargaming, but occasionally you see the same approach applied to a Euro game, and when you do, it's usually magic. The game captures the back and forth of the Watergate investigation in a simple, evocative, yet historically accurate way. It also uses cards in a classic wargaming way, where you either spend them to take actions or remove them from the game to use powerful events. And deciding when and where to burn a card is a big deal, as those cards normally have strong non-event boosts. I also like how each side isn't a mirror image. Nixon is playing for time but has perfect information. He knows what bits he really needs to block, while the editor is on the offensive and trying to make things happen, but also has to use an element of social deduction to figure out where the best evidence is. All up, this is a stunningly good head-to-head game, one of the best, and it comes in a nice small box too. The best thing about this game is how simple its core rules are. It's so easy to teach. However, 1970s American political drama isn't for everyone, and the real-world nature of the game could be off-putting to some. The whole game's presentation deliberately feels like it's from the 1970s too, which might put off folk who want a nicer-looking game. Oh, and it's a brutal deathmatch between 2 people. It can get quite intense. Watergate is frequently compared to the more complex Twilight Struggle, as well as Votes for Women. Watergate, the zenith of journalism, gold medal game. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.